Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where the Byzantines just declared on us, so that's going to get a little bit spicy. Now I'm showing that they currently have about 2,300, closer to 2,400 soldiers available. So that's a lot of levies, there's no doubt about that. However, I kind of just want to chill. I want to call in anybody that we can. We can apparently still call in some house members. I thought I got all these last episode, but there's a couple of house members there that we can call in. So our allies are now joining. And the question is, okay, that's 18,223. That's starting to get respectable. There's another guy joining in. He only has 455 troops, so that's not that relevant. What was the point of this marriage? She's the daughter of the Prince of Hungary. Well, that'll do it. Let's see here. This is our half-brother. Yeah, that was the point there. Clearly. Now, can we call him in? He's a vassal in our realm, so we may not be able to. Yeah, that's not a thing. Okay. There's another count joining in. That's another roughly 1,000 troops. How are we doing? Whoa. Why did... Hang on a moment. His troop count cut in half. What happened to you, buddy? Ah, he had another faction pop. I mean, factions sometimes pop at the worst possible times, and for him, this is one of those. So, I think that earlier plan to chill is now null and void. Yeah. He's in multiple wars now. And it's pretty much because of faction poppings. Okay. Fascinating. So, what is the war goal here? The war goal is to hold the Duchy of Slavonia. So, let's just go ahead. He only has 10,000 troops right now. Let's go ahead and raise up troops over here. And we're just going to start seeing if we can put together some war score. And get out of this war nice and relatively cheaply. I mean, this is still going to be expensive for us, but maybe we can do a few things. And also there's some criminals that we can imprison. We'll go ahead and work on those. Okay, so she's imprisoned. And I did see just before then that this ticked up to over 10k, which this guy actually has under 10k now available. That is a little bit baffling that he would declare this with factionalism up that high, but I mean, the AI does weird things. So I'm not going to complain too much. We're not losing that much cash right now. We're losing a little bit, but it's not too bad. And we want to continue to imprison these people in hopes that we can do some ransoming. And indeed we can ransom this one. 185. Let's see if we get the full value here. 233, 243. Okay, so I think we're still on the cooldown for this ransom. Well, that's okay. Not seeing any Byzantine troops over here, so I think we're just going to continue doing this, try to scrape together some war score, and if the Byzantines get their faction taken care of and reunify and come after us, then the idea is that we have enough war score at that point to just white peace. But I would kind of prefer to enforce demands if we can. To that end, he's currently occupied. We don't see any of them here. Let's split in half and get greedy with these sieges. Because he's got some problems right now. I mean, we have problems too, but I feel like his problems are worse than our problems currently. We just got a stewardship perk available, so that means that we can grab large levies. which will be very useful for boosting this number. Excellent. We just now got a breach. Awkward timing. Okay, so that's 13 gold in there. We're going to come in over here, and then we're going to move this force to this barony. This is where all of our siege weapons are, so... No, stay there. Stay there. Now you can go. So we're just getting a little bit of extra efficiency here. It's not a huge amount. Actually, we still don't have enough siege men-at-arms for this fort level. But that's okay. We're at 11% war score right now, and that's without any ticking war score. This occupation was worth 11%. So we may actually be able to get out of this. Hello, Mesopotamia. That's new. Okay. We may be able to get out of this before the Byzantines can get their uprisings dealt with. What type of faction is this? Let's see here. Oh, he's getting a lot of wars declared against him, actually. Somebody's trying to conquest. He's attacking us, obviously. He is defending against... Well, these guys are taking advantage of the opportunity as well to grab this. Interesting. And this is a war against tyranny. Okay. So this isn't going to break up the realm or anything. I was hoping that it was an independence faction, but no. No, it's a war against tyranny. Will a war against tyranny? No, I don't think a war against tyranny will break up the realm. I think a war against tyranny will just mean that he doesn't get to do whatever tyrannical thing he tried to do. I don't know, he probably tried to imprison one of his vassals or something, is my guess. Just like we could do here, but we're not going to. That would definitely cause an uprising, 100%. Okay. Well, that guy's a fornicator, which means that we might be able to imprison him. No? Okay. Fair enough. Unhealthy relations, huh? Well, this person could become our rival. We could study the corpse. 50% chance that someone contracts a disease. 40% chance that it's ravaged by disease. Okay, there's smallpox. We're going to send for a physician. We got to get that smallpox out of there. I don't want to die from smallpox. We're 35, and if we died right now, it would continue the bad luck streak. We're going to pay the 190 gold, but I'm not happy about it. With these sieges, we should, in theory, be able to pay for these armies. In theory. Oh, we can ransom this person. 185 gold is probably only going to be 10. Yeah. I do wish it was a little more clear on why that happened and what the actual cooldown was for that. I'm assuming it's so that you can't just abuse the imprison cycle. But the game should communicate that. Something finished in Malbork. Not that we have the money to do anything about it, so we'll just have to leave it as is. Our current cap is up over 1,700 troops. That's very good for us. Okay. The smallpox is gone. The court physician, I'm not sure he did much, but I guess we'll take it. Have anyone else declared on the Byzantines? No. But honestly, I would, if we weren't in a defensive war with the Byzantines, I would be looking at an offensive war with them right now. This would be a great time to do it. They are actually in a really bad position. They weren't when they declared the war, which makes me think that maybe this guy... How old is he? He's 49, so it's not really short reign years. Which was going to be my thought, was that maybe there was a succession there or something. But no, that doesn't seem to be the case. He must have just made a miscalculation. rolled the dice on something he shouldn't have. Okay. I'm not going to complain. This makes this substantially easier. That said, I am going to complain a little bit about how long it's taking us to get these sieges. I mean, that's because we have not prioritized getting mangonels. It's pretty much entirely the reason. But like I said, it's not a priority currently. We are going to get armillary spheres in 4 years, so that's good. Hereditary rule in 9. That's honestly kind of less good. We are getting ticking war score now. We've gotten +8. That's nice. I'm very glad to see that. There's currently 4 years left over here. That's definitely a lot. We could, at this point, probably white peace. Yeah, he would be willing to get out of this war at this point. That said, 10 of those reasons are from other wars. Once we hit 25% war score, he would be ready to get out whenever. He's not currently at that point. So we're just trying to get as much war score as we can before his rebellions end. And honestly, they'll probably succeed, right? Let's see, this, who is the leader of his rebellion? War against tyranny. Wow, 120k. He messed up bad. We did see that happen before, though. That happened a few years ago, a very similar war, although that was not a tyranny war, which indicates that he messed up real bad. But that was rather a liberty war, which is just for reducing the crown authority. But this indicates that this is probably something that he personally set up to happen. I think he tried to imprison a vassal or maybe force a revocation of a title, something along those lines. That could have caused this. Wood pastures have been constructed in Warmia. That's good. That'll help offset this cost. Hide tents. That will not. Once we finish this siege, though... Yeah, there we go. 0.0. Once we finish this siege, we'll get some gold, and that'll be fantastic. We have taken a few losses over here. That's okay. Max of 3 years left on this siege. And this is just indicative of the fact that we need mangonels. Okay, we got 28 gold from that and a couple of prisoners. Let's head over to this barony and begin sieging. What is the fort level here? Fort level is 4. We should be able to get that done pretty quickly, in theory. That's a lot of alliances changing over. Okay. Any of those relevant to us? No. No, they are not. So he would currently accept a white peace, and even if he wasn't in his other wars, he would accept this. Interestingly, the war has only been going for 22 months, and he has long war reasons for accepting this. Now, of course, 623 gold. Yeah, he would have to pay war reps if we manage to succeed this. And I would love to see that happen. So we're going to continue sieging for a little bit over here. We are currently making a small amount of money. That's fantastic to see. That indicates that our investments are beginning to pay off. And that's continuing to go up. Wonderful. Hang on a moment. There was just a succession in the Byzantine Empire. Oh, they forced him off of the throne and replaced him with his son. That does, however, mean that that war against the tyranny is over. The question is, will he come to fight us? Or will he go to fight one of those other 2 wars that they got into? I don't know. We'll find out. We're going to continue sieging for now. If it looks like he's going to come and fight us primarily, then we're just going to white peace out of here. If he's going to fight the other wars, then we're going to look to get that sweet, sweet 100% war score. Or if he's going to come over here with part of his forces. Because we have about 16k troops over here right now. We could potentially raise up some more. But we have around 16k troops over here. If he comes over here with not his full force, then that's fine. But it looks for now like he's focusing on another war. And as long as that's the case, I'm content pushing towards a 100% war score. Okay, we won this siege. That brought us up to 55%. How long on this siege? I want the siege, actually. Okay, I think we're just going to group up our siege weapons over here so that we can get this siege done a little bit more quickly. That did bring us up to 55%, so this one should bring us to 66%. These are not his armies. And yes, we are taking attrition here. That is to be expected. 9 months left in this siege. 58%. We're at 29 ticking war score. And these occupations have been worth 11% each. It looks like he's not responding to us. And that's fair enough. If I was in his situation, I would do much the same. What exactly... I mean, he's in debt. So him paying us is going to hurt him a lot, actually. Which is all the more reason for us to stay and do this. The more we can put him in debt, the more likely it is that he'll lose some of these other wars. Who's he fighting against? He's fighting against Spain over here. Yep, and they're occupying there. And he's also fighting against part of Mesopotamia. That's not all of Mesopotamia. That is part of Mesopotamia. I expect... He must have declared this when they had fewer troops. I expect that the Byzantines are going to look at this and say, we can clean this up easily enough, quickly enough. They're over here fighting this right now. And then there's this over here that is going to be much the same way. If I was them, I would also not be prioritizing defending against us because that is an offensive war. They're not going to lose land, only gold. So I think that the AI, other than invoking the tyranny faction, I think that the AI is playing this war about as well as it could. I don't know how they got that tyranny faction invoked, but you know what? I'm not going to ask too many questions. We're at 64% right now. This will take us up to 75 once we get this capped. And of course, we're getting ticking war score. Now it'll take us to 76. 54 loot here, too. The question is, where do we attack next? Emerging lunacy, huh? That's going to be interesting. Man, we're getting such bad luck on our rulers. First, 1 million of them died early, and now this guy's becoming a lunatic. Okay, well, we're slightly We're a slight lunatic currently. Health minor penalty, vassal opinion -10, hostile scheme resistance. We'll take it. Yeah, there'll be some factions. Oh, this guy gained 30 opinion of us from deft diplomacy. I guess he likes lunacy. Why do you have a scroll on your face? Oh, because you're a court chaplain and you're only allowed to join a claimant faction. Gotcha. Still no Byzantines over here, so that's great. We're at 70% war score. The siege will get us up even further. And it's almost done. There we go. Siege is done. We're at 82% war score right now. We didn't actually technically lead that siege. Okay. I'm going to pull our troops back. And honestly, at this point, we could go after this barony. These are all hostile, right? Or are these neutral? These are hostile armies. If we were to do that, I'd kind of want to go in like that around them. What is the fort level here? Fort level of 6. This fort level was... Let's see, where's the actual castle here? 13. Okay. This seems fine then. We should be able to get this done pretty quickly. We can mint new coinage. We'll debase it with inexpensive nickel, roll the dice. We have a slightly better than even chance of getting gold. We don't care about losing prestige. Okay, we lost the prestige. Hello. Are these actual Byzantine troops? It's not very many of them, if it is. We can get a new stewardship lifestyle perk, and so we shall. Let's grab Soon Forgiven. Do we have Tyranny? I don't think we do right now. Let's go Chains of Loyalty instead. Okay, let's see here. No, those are not actual Byzantine troops. Okay. This siege will be done in 9 months, and so will this war. I mean, honestly, this is just bad luck for the Byzantine Empire that they declared it and then were unable to do anything about it. I think it was a solid war declaration. I was very concerned. They looked very scary. But it ended up working out for us, but honestly, it's pure luck. We can ransom some prisoners. We'll do that after the war. We can call in this dynasty member, I suppose, and we have 12 prisoners that we can attempt to imprison. Rude. Okay. Let's there we go. We got that guy imprisoned. That one won't succeed, but that's okay. We're just waiting on this siege, really. Excellent. I should have checked that. If we fail to imprison him, there'll be a rebellion. That is my bad. That's probably going to lead into a rebellion. Oh, that was lucky. That was really lucky. Okay, that one isn't a problem. That was only a 54% chance. So, I definitely should have checked that beforehand. It ended up being okay, but it would have been entirely my fault if it wasn't okay. And we are going to, let's see here, that would be a rebellion, 66% chance. We may be interested in rolling those dice, but not while we're in war with the Byzantines. We're 94% there right now. Okay. Some of those people got away, but we do have some ransoms that we can put out, which, again, we'll do after the war. Max of 4 months left here. We're at 95% war score, so this occupation will definitely finish the war. Okay. This guy is a good marshal, apparently. Yeah, he actually is. Take the reins. Do it. Max of 3 months left on this siege, and how long on this one? I don't know, because these guys keep teleporting back. 4 months. Okay. 2 months. 1 month. That's not 1 month. Okay, there's a good event. 2, 1, 0. And that is a 1 war. Again, that is not skill. That was pure luck. 987 gold. That actually went up because he got all of his vassals back. Wonderful. That is huge. Okay, we'll put down our soldiers there. And now we need to work on doing some upgrades. The top upgrade that I think is important is getting these level 1 castles upgraded. Now I do want to do some ransoming. This is a vassal in the Byzantine Empire. This is... Okay, we can ransom this guy. Again, I don't expect that we're going to be getting these full amounts. But that's okay. We can also imprison a few more people. We gained a stress level. And, we will whip ourselves, I guess. That's one way to lose stress. We're now wounded. Hopefully we don't instantly die. And let's just go ahead and ransom back some of these people. Again, we don't expect that that's going to give us the full amount. But that's okay. We'll get this castle upgraded as well. Any other level 1 castles? No. Wonderful. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time, where hopefully we won't get declared on by somebody super powerful. That said, our total soldier amount, that's looking pretty good. See you all next time.